Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today we are once again catching up with ColourPop. I feel like I do a pretty decent job of keeping up with them, and even I can't keep up with them. So every once in a while, instead of keeping up with them, we are catching up with them, and today we are catching up with ColourPop. We've got quite a few releases to go over. We have an Ulta exclusive collection. This is the On The List collection. At least currently it's Ulta exclusive. Sometimes these do tend to eventually make their way over to the ColourPop site. So this is going to be the main focus of the video because I'm going to do a tutorial, lip swatches, palette comparisons, all that. But I am going to go over a few other releases. I thought putting it all together in one big catching up with ColourPop video would be the best way to cover everything. There's a lot to see, there's a lot to swatch, so let's get into it. Let's start off with a quick peek at a recent Fourth Ray Beauty release. This is the Pore Perfect Refining Priming Moisturizer. It's priced at $14 US. I just opened this up, so I haven't been wearing this long enough to tell you what I think about it as a primer or as a moisturizer, but I do want to let you know this has a very, very intense pineapple smell. So if you are averse to strongly scented skincare products, or if you just hate pineapples, this is definitely not it for you. Now, this does soak in really nicely just from the little swatch that I've done on my hand here. It feels nice. I'm definitely going to be testing it out because I love moisturizing primers, but this is all I have info-wise for you now. Next, we're going to talk just briefly about the main event release that just dropped. I do have a full dedicated video where I literally bleached my hair and used this semi-permanent hair tint to show you the process and really test this product out. So I just wanted to give you a close-up look at these products and the prices because I didn't really go in depth about that type of info in my previous video. So if you want to see these in action, go check out my main event video and see me bleach and dye my own hair. But here's the prices. The tint is $14, the conditioners are $16, and they also have these little color coordinated hair clips that are $5 each. And there are 6 different color options available in all of these products. Next, we're going to talk about the Graphix Ink Liners. If you know me, you know I am not a big eyeliner type of gal, but I did want to show you a close-up and some swatches of these in case you are interested in this product. There are 10 different colors. These are priced at $9 US a piece. All of the packaging looks the same on these, but there are little color coordinated stickers on the bottom. So hopefully that will help you grab the right shade if you have more than one color. Here you see this long skinny packaging. The majority of this is for the handle for the brush. So I'm going to open this up and show you what I mean. This has a long skinny brush with a very thin pointed precision brush. Now, you are only going to see 9 out of the 10 swatches because the black liner, I literally cannot get it open. I have been struggling with this, and I even tried to use pliers to pry it open, and I dented the packaging and still couldn't get it open. So I don't know why I have one defective liner. So that's why I don't have all 10 swatched here, but you know, just the way it goes. Sometimes things like this happen. So other than giving you the swatches and telling you about the packaging, I haven't used these. This isn't a product I personally use in my makeup routine, but I wanted to show them to you anyway. Now we're going to move on to the On The List collection. As of right now, these products are exclusive to Ulta. I'm not sure if or when they will become available on the ColourPop site. But in case you have access to these, or if you want to keep an eye out for them, I'm going to show you close-ups, swatches, prices, all the fun stuff. We do have 4 color sticks in this collection. These are priced at $7 US a piece. 2 are matte finish and 2 are a metallic finish. I believe that all 4 of these are new colors. I didn't recognize any of the shade names. And when I searched on the ColourPop site, I didn't come up with anything, so I'm pretty sure these are all new colors, but I've been wrong before, so it can happen. My favorites are the metallics, but that's just because when I use a product like this, I'm always going to be going for a metallic look on the eye. So you will get to see one of these color sticks later on in the tutorial. Next, we're going to talk about the Luxe Lipsticks. I'm always excited to see new Luxe Lipsticks. These are some of my top favorite lipsticks of all time, and all 6 of these are in the cream finish, which is my preferred Luxe lipstick finish. These are priced at $9 a piece. You can see they have this really cute pink with roses packaging, and they do all have color coordinated shade name labels on the bottom. And here's a look at an open lipstick just so that you can see a close up here. There's nothing printed into the little lipstick bullet or anything like that. Now, I want to show you a bunch of swatches. First, just all 6 shades laid out on my arm together. That way you can see the similarities and differences, especially because the lounge and layover are pretty similar. I also want to show you some lip swatches, and just an FYI, I know for a fact that at least 3 of these are re-promoted shades. Layover, Still Crazy, and Gallop have been around for a while, so just keep in mind you may already have these in your collection if you're looking to purchase any of these. Still Crazy was in my No Shrinking Violets favorites bundle a couple years ago, and Gallop is definitely one of my favorite ColourPop lip colors. I actually just had it in my favorite ColourPop lips video not too long ago. I believe the other 3 shades are new. Again, they could just be that I don't recognize them, and they could have been existing before in a little limited collection or something. But as far as I know, 3 new, 3 re-promotes. Now we're going to talk about the eyeshadow palette. Of course, there is a 12 pan palette. This is the On the List palette. It's priced at $18 and the outer box and the front of the palette both have the exact same style of packaging. Just on the back of the box, we have the ingredients list, and that is not on the back of the palette. So just an FYI there. No eye safety warnings. I always love when I get to tell you that. There's no mirror inside this palette, so when you open up here at the top, there's just ColourPop. There's no mirror here. Taking a close-up look at the shades, we do have some little details in the background of the palette. That's always cute. And the shade names are printed inside next to the pans. We have 6 true mattes, 1 matte with glitter, and 5 shimmers. There are no Super Shock shadows and no pressed glitters in this particular palette. I really was excited for this collection, and I think the packaging is a little bit more enticing to me than the actual shadows that they chose. It's just yet again so neutral heavy. I wanted to see the impact of this really, really green packaging, and there are 3 green shades in here. I gotta say, all in all, it just feels a little bit lackluster. It feels a little bit like halfway there. It's not even half neutral and half colorful. It's just mostly neutral with 1 purple duochrome and a couple of greens thrown in. You could make an argument for the red, but even these 2 brown matte shades are so similar. It's just not really giving me what I was expecting to get when I first saw this collection revealed. And to be completely honest with you, I struggled to get a beautiful, well-blended, long-lasting look out of this palette. And that's not something that I usually say when I'm reviewing ColourPop palettes. Typically, I have an easy time and I love them and they stay at the top of my list. And I, obviously no shade to ColourPop. I'm a huge ColourPop fan. I'm a huge ColourPop girl. But this particular palette was just not really giving me the colors. It wasn't giving me the pigmentation. It wasn't giving me the lasting power that I really wanted. And formula-wise, I have come to expect a good time and easy time with my ColourPop palettes. So it was very surprising to me that I just couldn't get a lot of good color payoff from this palette. I think you could tell from the swatches, and when you see the comparisons, you'll definitely be able to tell that these are just a little bit thinner and just not quite as opaque as what we usually get from ColourPop eyeshadow. Perfect example is the green shimmer in this palette, which is clearly the standout shade, is just not showing up very well on my eyelid and was hardly even sticking to my lid even with primer. So I had to use the color stick to lay down sort of a sticky metallic base and then really pack that shadow on top to get the punch that I wanted. And you know, based on the packaging, I do think that this green shimmer in the palette is really the signature shade. So it's just very unusual and very disappointing to not be loving and living my best life with this palette, especially because I love neutrals with some green and some purple thrown in. That's really a go-to color story for me personally, for my personal style. So the conditions were set for me to love this and to be truly obsessed with it. And personally, I just didn't really feel that way. I think from this On the List collection, the lipsticks are the standout. And really, if you're going to be interested in this green eye look, I would say just go for the green color sticks. This shade Hide is beautiful, and you could definitely make use of it with other eyeshadows that you already have in your collection as this green metallic base. It definitely really turned up the volume on an otherwise pretty blah eyeshadow. So that's just my 2 cents. Maybe you feel differently. That is totally fine. I am going to show you some comparisons that were requested over on my Instagram page. If you're not already, go and follow me on Instagram so that you can request the comparison palettes and lots of other fun stuff that we do over there too. This Lush Life palette, I mean, just look at the shadows side by side. Not even the shades, they're not really that similar, but just the performance, the opacity, it's so different. This On the List palette basically looks sheer compared to all of these other palettes, and some of these other palettes are really old. You're gonna see the So Jaded palette here in a few seconds, and I've had that palette for years and years and years, and it is still more opaque, more soft than the brand new On the List palette. And because On the List is so neutral heavy, you can definitely find really similar, if not dupe shades from lots of other palettes that are already existing. Look at the difference here. I mean, look at that green matte shade. It is just glaringly obvious how different the performance on these two palettes is. I hate to say it. You know I hate to say it, but it's true. Well, at least for this week, we're caught up with ColourPop, or for now, I should say. Who knows? It's not even necessarily a weekly release. Sometimes they sneak in an extra one. So, for the moment, we're caught up with ColourPop. I hope you found this video helpful, fun, or at least I hope you just enjoyed hanging out here. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! My office mate is a little bit loud. I've been wearing this Sneaky Balm so much recently, and it looks so good. I was definitely skeptical because it comes in these little pans, so I thought it was going to be a little too challenging to apply. I thought it was going to be too thick or something, but it looks really, really good. I'm just wearing a teeny tiny bit of concealer and this all over, and I just feel like, man, I really like the way it looks. It looks hydrated. It looks fresh. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. Doing great. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. This packaging is cute, but it's so springtimey. And, you know, I realize that it is going to be spring in some hemispheres. I get that. But do you know where this collection is not available? All those places. So I'm not completely unaware, and I'm not trying to be exclusionary. I love all of you, regardless of what hemisphere you are in, but the fact remains, anywhere where it is going to be springtime right now, they don't have Ulta. And this is an Ulta exclusive. And I bet some of those people do want this collection, and it probably is perfect for the season that they're in, and it's just a little insulting. Okay, it's not that serious. Still crazy. Two of my favorite colors are in this collection. I like it. Fall earrings. I'm going to be talking about my fall earrings in every video now because I'm so excited. I have just dedicated myself to my fall earring collection, and I released a bunch of fall earrings in my Etsy shop. I'm really excited about them. Funny story, I was walking my dog, and I live kind of out in the sticks, which I love, but I was walking my dog on a not paved road, so I don't really see my neighbors and stuff a lot. So I was walking my dog, and I've been making my fall and Halloween earrings for my Etsy shop. So I was wearing these Halloween earrings that I had just finished making. I was so excited about them that I decided I was definitely keeping a pair for myself because they're super cute. They're little jack-o'-lanterns. So I was wearing these long, dangly, like jack-o'-lantern earrings. Keep in mind, it's mid-August. And of course, the one time I run into one of my neighbors out walking on this road is when I'm wearing these big, dangly jack-o'-lantern earrings, and I could see her staring at my earrings. And she probably thought I was just so crazy, but I don't care. I am crazy about Halloween earrings. What is my outro? How many I have made like 900 videos. Yeah, it's all gonna work out. It's gonna be alright. And you know what? If it's not okay today, it'll get better eventually, and we'll be here for each other. So remember that. That is my message to you and myself. And I love your face, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.